let's get into this then, bro. So you're running this business in Utara. I want to just touch upon this business because I think your success in business, your success in social media has given you the right to then be on all of these podcasts, right?
Absolutely.
Because it's one thing to, have gone through a difficult journey and then turn your life around, but then to have transcended the levels, transcended the classes that I guess you're put in. I think that's the thing that makes you special. And so what I want to ask you as we get into this then is, what was the reason that you decided that you were going to go down this path of actually running a business rather than going into a corporate role, right? So you'd had the life that you lived. It would have been much easier to go down that route. So why did you decide that you wanted to be a business owner?
You know what? The first few challenges I had to discover and understand is when I came out of prison, there's a massive barrier and a massive obstacle you have to overcome. First and foremost is believing that you can fit in within a culture of working for someone, especially if you've got a criminal record, or if you feel like you don't have any sort of experience, or you feel like your past, you'll be judged upon your past. Does that make sense? I think that was the first sort of barrier to not allow me to fall into a job and get myself a job. And then the second thing was the fact that within myself, I've always, from a young age, was quite entrepreneurial. I've always was that kid who used to buy something and try and mark up on it and make money off it. So whether I was going to the markets, one big thing my dad used to do as a kid, actually, I never spoke about this. He used to take us to the market with a £5 note and a £10 note, and he said, you can't leave this market until you made £100. And then at the time, it was a bit embarrassing when we were young. We didn't know what we were doing. We didn't understand how we were going to do that. But he went to us and said, go buy something and sell it on within the same place. He said, there's two type of people here. There's sellers and there's buyers. And he said, you can be both right now. And he learned from growing up in Algeria and being within an environment where market buying and selling is a very common thing. You know, in Algeria, they have a place called Souk, which is like the marketplace. It's not a place where, it's not a retail store. You go there, you have your stuff, you buy and sell. So he basically wanted to teach us that from a very young age, and that really helped develop the entrepreneurial buy and sell aspect from us from a young age. So he will give us a 5 or a 10. He will tell us to buy stuff and sell it within the same market. So we'll go to the car boot sale, we'll pick something up, we'll negotiate on the price, and then we try to sell it. We'll go to hustle around, like, are you guys interested in buying this? And it did really, really, really well. So that whole buying and selling thing started pretty much from there, and building that confidence to know that everything can be sold and everything can be negotiated. So I was very confident in that side of things. So even when I went to the streets, aside from the sort of crime and the things I got myself involved in, a lot of it was amongst violence and stuff due to the fact to how I was treated as a kid, maybe the trauma I went through, and just the way I was trying to survive within a sort of environment or a certain culture where if you wasn't protecting yourself, then you'd be a victim of certain things.